Good morning, good morning, good morning. This morning's morning thoughts with Pastor D are not necessarily um they're not necessarily I was gonna say they're not necessarily thoughts, but that don't make no sense. Um Yesterday, and I did not read it because it just broke my heart. The heading alone broke my heart where I read a heading of mention of a young it wasn't young adult, so teenager who was depressed and took his life because of the isolation of COVID. And I've been saying this from day one. Are you checking on your friends? Are you checking on your family? Are you checking on your children? Um, there's a lot of times where we go through life and we say, how are you? And the person says, oh, fine. And we keep going. We don't listen to the tonation. We don't look at their body language. We don't look at anything else. Just we're fine. There's no blame. There's no blame in the situation. But what my thought is this morning is we have to do better. We have to be mindful of the space and time we're in, be mindful of the limitations that we and those around us have. What can they handle? What can they not? Stop making excuses and saying, oh, that's just how they are. Oh, they're moody. Oh, they'll be fine. You don't know. We need to do daily check-ins. We need to check in with each other, like our family. Like, I can't check in with all my friends, and I do periodically try. Some of my friends, I believe, think that, oh, she just trying to be nosy, or I posted something and she's trying. That's not my. Maybe a post that you post triggered the fact that, hey, I haven't reached out to, I haven't talked to so and so in a while. I haven't let them know that, hey, I'm still here. Hey, I care. Hey, I was thinking about you. Because there's multiple times where I go through the day where I think about my friends and my family, and I don't have time to reach out to them. Or I will go to reach out to them and something else will happen that will distract me, or I get absorbed into who I am and what I'm doing, and I forget. So this is not just, it's a PSA announcement. I don't want to say don't ask people how they are if you really don't care. But I would say when you ask people how they are, be prepared to say, you sure you're okay? If you sense something wrong, be sure that you're not looking for that quick fix answer. Yeah, everything's good, and move on. Even those of us, if you're not around a friend, but you notice their posts are kind of negative, their posts are kind of like, um, getting somebody told. Their posts tend to be getting things off their chest. Check on them. Make sure, even if they're fine, because a lot of times I post things and they're not necessarily they're not something that I am feeling, but there's something that I have seen, heard, and I'm trying to encourage someone else. And that does not mean just because I posted and I made that disclaimer, don't check on me. That means that sometimes there are posts, but why not side on the side of caution? I'm pretty sure if they're really your friend, they would love the fact that you just checked on them. So those of you out there, whether you are just a someone who stops by my podcast or my YouTube or my social media, or those of you that I know personally, I'm checking in. I'm checking in. I want to hear. Seriously. Um, I want to hear if you're okay, if you're not okay. No, I don't have all the answers, but I got resources. I got a listening ear. And sometimes we go through stuff and we just need to talk, or we just need to check in once a month to say, hey, and dump all this stuff or this weight we've been carrying, and then we're good. Sometimes we just need that friend that really listens, that really cares. No judgment. No. Sometimes we need that person that's going to keep us accountable. Hey, message me, text me, call me. Okay, I kind of hate the phone sometimes. But I'm saying if you're in need, call me. A lot of times I don't answer my phone because I'm either busy or I'm at work or I'm on a call or I'm shooting a podcast. No, I don't do that much. Y'all know for real. But if you call me, I don't answer. And if it's really like I need to just, I need to bounce something off of you, text me. I just called, and when you have a moment, please call me back. You best believe that day I will call you back. I will do my best. Or I'll shoot you. Please, I'm going to call you back. If I forget to call you, I'll tell you, call me back at such and such and such a time. Let's not let isolation become something that we can't come back from. Let's not look at our status or our position and be afraid to reach out to those around us. Let's not look at our mistakes and live in them when we don't have to, when there's ways out, where there's help, where there's resources, and where there's people who really care and want you to succeed in this time. And that goes after COVID too. I'm not using COVID as just, COVID's a time where we're going to care about each other. And then when COVID's over, we're not. Sincerely, this is a checkup. I want to know, are you okay? And feel free. This is an open invitation. Whenever you need to chop it up, whenever you need to just vent, whenever you need to just do a check-in. Because I can't, a lot of times people don't know when they need to check in because they don't conversate with you enough or they're not around you enough. Again, because you're by yourself. But know that I would rather you stop here first than to move to any other decisions that that are irreversible. So I love you. And this is a sincere message. It's a hard message. I will probably say this message multiple times because I want to get through people's head. It's not about the followers. I could care less. I could have one follower. It's about getting the message out that I'm here, that I'm willing to listen, that you have support, that you have encouragement, and it's genuine. It's not to get a follower. It's not to know your business. It's not to gossip. It's not to degrade you. It's not to tell you what you are and what you're not. It's not to measure you up against somebody else. It's sincerely because from the bottom of my heart, I do care. Real talk, real life.